Good news, everybody! We're winning! I don't know, the Iran war, the AI war with China. I don't know what we're winning anymore. But the important thing is we're winning. As Trump said, we are going to win so much, we're going to get tired of winning. And by God, I have to admit, I'm getting tired. I'm just getting so tired. So I think this is an interesting story coming from CNBC. Alibaba launches data center with 10,000 of its own chips as China ramps up AI push, right? So basically there's this AI war with China. We have to win the AI war with China, right? And we're willing to do whatever it takes to win the AI war with China, right? We're willing to kneecap our companies. We're willing to kneecap European companies. We're willing to kneecap anybody just to try to keep the Chinaman down. And surprisingly, the Chinaman just doesn't really appreciate that very much, right? They don't appreciate us telling them that their civilization has gone far enough. And so what we've seen over time is, right, they were no longer able to buy our processors. So basically our little, with Huawei was no longer able to buy our processors for smartphones. So they created their own processor for a smartphone, right? They're no longer able to use Google's Android operating system. So they created their own operating system. They're no longer able to get NVIDIA hardware, so they're creating their own NVIDIA hardware. And with all of this, right, there's the normal jingoism and the normal propaganda out of the United States saying, well, they're not as good as ours. And when they say, China's not as good as ours, right, it sounds good, right? There's this idea like, well, our technology is 2026 technology. And if you say China's behind, you want to think that they're like 2006, right? We're using, H100 or whatever, the NVIDIA's Blackwell architecture, and they're using Pentium 4s, is how people like to think about it. But the reality is depending on who you talk to, China is either neck and neck with us. Probably not the case. Maybe a year and a half behind. Pretty good possibility there. Maybe 3 years behind. Definitely probably within that range. Worst case scenario, about 5 years behind. But here's the thing. We're in 2026 right now. So even if China is 5 years behind, think about that. That means the equivalent of 2021 technology. How much 2021 technology do you have in your house right now? That's fine. That's fine. Like literally, if somebody gave you a brand new replacement product for that thing, where you might not accept it because it's just not worth the time to set up. Right? That's the thing to be thinking about. And so anyways, that's the interesting thing with this, right? So we hear that, China has to do distillation techniques in order to create their models. And then we're told, well, they can't train their models on their own chips. And then they train the models on their own chips, and they're like, well, but they can't do this other stuff. And it's interesting. They keep moving down the pike. So first they create their models using distillation. Then they create their models just using their models. Then they create their models using their own chips. Then they're running their models on their own inference. And they just keep going up the food chain. And so that's where it's interesting here with Alibaba launching a data center with 10,000 of its own chips as China ramps up the AI push. Basically, this is them now showing that they can build a full-fledged data center with their own equipment. Alibaba and China Telecom are launching a data center in southern China powered by the e-commerce giant's own chips as the country ramps up its focus on homegrown AI infrastructure. The facility, announced on Tuesday, will feature 10,000 of Alibaba's Zhenwu semiconductors, which are designed for AI training. Again, that's the interesting thing, right? The idea is inference is easy, training is hard. So this is for training and inference, along with the ability to support AI models the size of hundreds of billions of parameters. China Telecom will own and operate the data center. These are among some of the largest models out there and underscore how China's big tech players are advancing their own AI semiconductor technology as Beijing intensifies its push for self-sufficiency. Alibaba, one of China's largest tech firms has been designing its own chips through its T-Head unit. So again, it's designed their own chips. The Guangzhou headquartered company is also one of China's biggest cloud computing players. It designs chips, builds data centers, and develops its own AI models, which it then sells through its cloud computing division. Cloud computing has been among the fastest growing businesses in recent quarters. There is an increased focus on building large-scale data centers in China with domestic technology. Last month, a computing cluster built with Huawei's advanced Ascend 910C AI chips went online. While U.S. tech giants are expected to spend around $700 billion this year to fuel their AI buildouts, Chinese companies have taken a different approach. They are spending less and have focused their AI on industries they believe will drive revenue growth and return on their investments. Yep. While America builds bubbles, China is building technology. I just feel like this should be just flashing over my head all of the time when people wonder how I feel about the US versus China arms race. Is basically, again, I've talked about this before with the whole AI race here, the whole AI build out here. Like, I just don't understand. Again, I like technology, right? LLMs are fine. I'm literally doing a class on RAG and vector databases tonight. Vector embeddings are fucking phenomenal. They're fucking amazing, right? So I'm not anti any of this AI technology. But again, remember, OpenAI is supposedly valued at $855 billion right now. That just doesn't make any sense. They want to be valued at $1 trillion. $1 trillion just for OpenAI. And when you go, well, that's stupid. Wait. Hold Elon Musk's beer, right? Elon Musk, again, with SpaceX, $1.75 trillion he wants that IPO. And that valuation is not coming from rocket launches. It's not even coming from Starlink, right? That's supposed to be about the AI play. Again, what is fascinating with SpaceX is when you realize how much money launching shit into space doesn't make. I mean, it's a fine company with a fine, nice little revenue generation thing that they've got going on. It's actually not that valuable. Again, go look at it. It is much more valuable to sell banner ads online than it is to put people into space. Like, don't blame me. That's our capitalist system, right? So anyways, the real play there is for $1.75 trillion is for the AI play, right? Again, you've got this with Anthropic. They're worth whatever the hell they're worth. All of these companies are building this AI bubble. And again, at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense. As I've talked about before, I literally got rid of my ChatGPT subscription. I was paying $20 a month for ChatGPT. After 2 years, I stopped paying $20 a month, and now I'm using free services. Actually, I do have to say, this is the 128 gig RAM MacBook Pro that I just got. I've actually been using the local model on here. Ironically, GPT-OSS, which is OpenAI's model, but literally, I've been using that on here, and it works really good with something called Ollama. Actually works really well. And so the interesting thing is the value of our AI companies keeps going to the stratosphere, the value, while the actual utility that they're providing is highly questionable. And so the interesting thing again with this is what happens if China just focuses on utility? What happens if they don't focus on bubbles? They don't focus on $1.75 trillion valuations or $1 trillion valuations or any of that. What if they just focus on technology that will solve problems? If an if-else statement solves a problem, focus on that. If you need an LLM and RAG and vector databases, then focus on that. So what if China can spend significantly less money and resources than we do, but actually get 1,000 times more utility? And I feel like that's honestly the path we're on. China Telecom and Alibaba said the data center located in Shaoguan in the province of China is expected to expand to a scale of 100,000 chips. The computer cluster can be used in industries from healthcare to advanced materials, they added. So again, what happens if they build their stuff to focus on specific things? Oh, look, Grok's got to have millions of GPUs. Great, they're going to have millions of GPUs to provide you not safe for work memes. I mean, I like my meme and all. I like my memes. I'm just not really sure that's worth $1.75 trillion. Whereas China is going to have a data center with only a mere 100,000 GPUs, and they're going to focus on healthcare. So China is going to spend a fraction of the amount of resources we are, and they're going to solve healthcare, and we're going to spend exponentially more than they are, and we're going to get memes. Are you starting to see my frustration? Are you starting to see my anger with modern America? So anyways, what do you think about this? What do you think about Alibaba launching their data center with 10,000 of their own chips? All right, what do you think about this continuing push from China? And again, what do you think about this? Even if this is 5-year-old technology, again, think about this for a second. Even if this is 5-year-old technology, 5-year-old technology pointed at solving specific and actual problems versus cutting edge technology focused on NSFW memes. Who's gonna win this fight? Who's gonna win this fight? I am a patriot. I'm a fucking patriot. It's like, it would be like, if China was going through like the equivalent of the Navy SEALs. Like let's say we had two militaries, and the Chinese military was going through the equivalent of the Navy SEALs, and our military was playing Call of Duty. And I was like, I think there's a problem here. I think we're gonna lose this fight. You're not a patriot. You hate America. No, I'm just saying, having all of our soldiers play Call of Duty all day, I don't think is actually gonna get them prepared for a real war. I'm just pointing that out. So anyways, what do you think about this? What do you think about China ramping up their AI, their domestic AI push? Put your thoughts down below. See y'all later.